Hello, everyone, and welcome to Teamdash's online workshop. I'm Karina, I'm Teamdash's community manager, and I'm also a personal and employer branding consultant. So today I will show you how to create high-performing landing pages using the Teamdash's tools. Last week, we also had a webinar about how to create landing pages and job ads that attract talent, where I showed some tips and tricks, do's and don'ts about how to create landing pages. Merilin will share the link to that webinar in the chat as well. And before we start, most of you are watching a Teamdash webinar for the first time, so a few words about Teamdash. Teamdash is an easy-to-use platform for applicant tracking, recruitment marketing, and video interviewing. So as a recruiter, you can do everything in one place. And we're also the most customizable recruitment software on the market, just a plug-and-play solution designed to make recruiters happy. And as most of you are in the middle of choosing an ATS for your team, I recommend booking a product tour with us to learn more about how to improve the hiring experience for all stakeholders. The link will be shared in the chat as well. Okay, so let's get started. So today we will focus on building a landing page in Teamdash. We will create a job ad for a talent whisperer. So we're basically looking for a recruiter who's also a psychic. And we will create a landing page for that job using all of those different blocks and sections that are listed here. So from hero, from the introduction, call to action, company introduction, value proposition, to the form and employee quotes and contact. So all of those elements will be included in the landing page. Then we'll also take a look at how to promote the page and also what are the statistics that you can follow in Teamdash. And I will also show you some examples of career pages. So if you have several landing pages published, you're looking for several different positions, and then you can create a page where all of those open positions are listed and also some information about your company as an employer. So let's get started. I will share my screen. So once you go into Teamdash, you will most likely land on the projects landing page, but we're focusing on job ads today. So here you can see two previous landing pages that I've already created, but we will start creating one from scratch. So we click on Create Landing Page. And we land in the tool. Sometimes it takes a little more time than usual. Usually it takes longer when it's live. Anyway, we're here. So the first thing I'd like you to focus on is this toolbar up here. And there's theme. So we need to make sure when we create a landing page that all the colors are in place, they follow our CVI, we have the correct font. So to avoid going through each section, making sure that the colors are right, that the font is right, we can set the primary color already when we're starting to create the landing page, and also the font. So you can add the color by picking it, adding the RGB code or the hex code, a lot of different options here. Also, we've got a list of different fonts. But if your CVI has a very specific font, you can work with us and let us know, and we can upload your font here as well. So this is not limited to the list that we have here. In case your CVI is a little bit more advanced, you'd like to have different fonts for headers, different fonts for the body text, then we also have an option to add that via the CSS. So we can help you do that, or you can work with your designer who can provide the code for you. So once you've set the theme, Let's look at the template. So when we start creating a landing page, you don't need to start it from scratch having an empty page. We have a list of different templates. So if you click on the awesome job ad, it will give it to you immediately. So this is a bit more elaborate template. We also have a basic job ad, which is just the description, role description, requirements, and the form part here. And the landing page template. I'll talk about that later. But in order to start our Talent Whisperer landing page, let's choose the awesome job ad here. Now, as recruiters, we create the landing page on our desktop and we look at the landing pages and work with them on our desktop. But most of the candidates actually look at job ads or the landing pages on their phone. So to make sure that what looks very nice on a computer also looks nice on a mobile, we have the mobile view at the top here. So throughout your creation process, while you're editing the landing page, you can always toggle between the mobile view and the desktop view to make sure that everything looks nice. But all of the editing is better done on the desktop view, so keep it here. Okay, and now we can get started with actually building the page. So the very first block here at the top is the logo. You can upload your own logo. We have Teamdash's logo here, but you can see a lot of different buttons. So all of those buttons and icons are on each block or each section of the page. And the very first one is customized. So a lot of the things, like I already mentioned, are customizable. And if you click on that, you can choose the logo. You can also choose the width. And you don't have to upload the logo. If you have it on a page, you have the URL, you can copy the URL here as well, so you don't actually need to have the file. There are several options how to upload photos. Here I'll show you them along the way as well. But anyway, you can add the logo here. Let's say we've done that. And now we move on to the hero section, which is the main one at the very top when you land on the page. And here we can start editing the text. So it's very easy. You just click on it and you can start typing. This one I just typed, but the rest of the copy I will copy paste in order to make it go faster. So we're looking for a talent whisperer to join our team remotely and help us decode the cosmic messages of CVs. As you can see, you can also add emojis here, and when you highlight the text, you can make it bold, you can make it italic, you can even add links, and also choose the color of the text. Now, these two buttons here are set. However, you can always change the text to whatever you wish is appropriate or would work. That mentioned, these landing pages can be created in any language, so this is also not a problem. As long as you type in that language, it's all going to work. Now, once we've added the text here, let's change the picture in the background. So again, we click on the customize here, and the background image, we can browse for the image. Now, these are all those different options how you can upload a photo. So you can paste a URL, which we're not going to do right now, upload a photo, so you can just browse from your computer. I have some photos saved previously, and we click OK. And the image appears here. I will show the other options a little later along the way. Now we can also click on customize again, and what you can also do is choose the overlay of the photo. So this is the cover of the color that's going to cover the photo. Here it's black at the moment, as you can see, and then you can choose how dark the overlay is, so the percentage technically. The darker it is, the better the text can be read. So let's leave it somewhere here. Also, you can position the photo. So by toggling this little scale here, we can move the eyes up and down. This looks pretty cool. Let's put it somewhere here. So as you can see, very easy to add, very easy to create. Let's move on to the next section. Now, this jumps in immediately to the value proposition, but we would actually like to have a company introduction here before. So in order to add a new block, you have this little plus sign here. You've got them in between all of those sections. So let's click on that. Select a block menu appears. So here are all the elements that you can add to the landing page. So we can start from the hero section. So this is what we just created. So we created a hero with buttons. So if you hover over that block, it will give you the review there as well. Preview. Okay, words, hi. Anyway, preview. So this one, that's the one that we just used. You can also use the hero with form. So the application form appears on the right there as well. But this is not what we need at the moment. If we move on, you can see the text blocks. We will use one of those. But if we move on along the list, we can add an image, we can add a video, an application form, why work here, logo, quotes, countdown, recruiter contacts, and also the careers module. But let's go back to the text options. So we can add the plain text block, but in order to make it a little more interesting, let's add a text with a background. And I'm quickly going to copy paste the copy here. Again, very easy. Nothing too difficult. You can also use the bullet list. Sorry. And there we go. Now let's add a background picture. So this is already familiar to you from the last section. So instead of uploading photo, what we also have is a picture bank. So there are a lot of stock photos that I do not recommend using. I recommend using authentic photos taken of your employees. But if you don't have any, feel free to choose from here. But also from if you previously uploaded some photos, you have them here as well. So I will use a photo that I have previously uploaded. So that goes quickly, don't need to upload anything. And again, the overlay is something that we can toggle. We can make it a little less visible or a bit more. And let's leave it like that for now. Now let's move on to the value propositions. So the reasons why you should be interested in becoming a talent whisperer at Teamdash. Now, we would like to add a header to these sections. So again, you can click on the plus sign and choose the plain text block. And what you can see here, it has the heading and it also has the text body. But what we need is just the heading. So what you can do is simply delete the text box and it leaves you the heading. And I will paste the copy here. And that's it. So now it just serves as a title to that section. So let's move on to creating that section. Here you can see as well, you have a title part and the text body. If you don't need it, you can simply delete whichever part you don't need. And add a picture here. I'll do it quickly from the previously uploaded pictures. So if I choose a picture here and I see that this doesn't fit quite right and I need to crop it, we also have a crop tool. So you click on the picture or the image icon again and crop here. So you can choose the area of the picture that you'd like to display and then click crop and save. And now it did it quickly, so you've got it there. Again, in the same section here, you have the customize button. From here, you can choose if that section is lighter or darker, and if the image that's displayed is on the right or on the left. So let's keep it on the left for now. Let's move on. All of those sections are very simple to create. I'll just do it really quick. And add another image from previously uploaded. Put it here. Yep. And there we go. Then we add another image. Do we have an image here? No, we don't. Okay, so I need an image that I actually have on another landing page. So what I do is copy the image address from that landing page and go to the From URL tab and paste the link here. And as you see, immediately the image appears. Now, if there's a specific order you'd like to have those messages in, what you can do is go and toggle these arrows here. So move up or down, so you can change the order of them as well. You can do that with all of the blocks. You see all of the blocks have those same buttons. And also, if you'd like to add another one, what you can do is duplicate it. So if you click duplicate, it creates another one, and then you could maybe change the position of the image and then start editing it. But for now, we don't need it, so we will delete it. Okay, so let's move on. Before the countdown, we would like to have the job requirements, job description section. So again, you add another block, go to the text options here, and let's choose text with background again. So I will again copy the information. Here. Okay, for some reason this is not selecting very well, I'm sorry. Okay, so we've got it here. Let's change the background to something more appropriate, like the universe, very spiritual, and choose the overlay from here to make it a little bit darker. Yeah, this is good. Now the job description. Another thing that, another icon that we have here in the blocks that have copy or text is an inclusive language check. So this is an AI that analyzes what you've written, because as recruiters, we want the job landing page to speak to everyone, and we want to have a landing page that doesn't discriminate anyone. So in order to check that and make sure that it's not discriminatory, we've got this little tool where AI analyzes what you've written here and gives you an analysis and some tips on how to maybe improve the copy. So sometimes it also takes some time, but as you can see, the provided job ad is creative and engaging, but could unintentionally exclude some candidates. So this is obviously something that we made up with also the help of ChatGPT. So this position does not isn't very attractive to everyone, but that was kind of the idea here, to show that it does actually analyze the copy and give you some tips on how to improve it. Now, before we move on to also the countdown, let's add some of the reasons why the person would be interested in working here. So why work here? Those little icons with messages and text. So again, we added it here. It will give you three blocks. Maybe you have more of them, more of those reasons that you'd like to bring out. So in this block, you have minus and plus as well. So if you click on plus, it'll give you another block. and you can add them as many as you'd like, or you can remove the existing ones and leave just one, but who does that? So let's add at least 3. So again, simple, you add a photo. I'll add from a previously uploaded tab here and add the messages. It'll give you generic text at once at first, like when you add the block, and it's quite amusing. So it's also fun to read sometimes, you know, while you're working. It's good to have some entertainment as well to make the day more fun. And I'm just going to quickly copy paste the copy here. And start adding the images again. Very simple and easy to use. So we've got that. Now, as we can see, we've got about the role section there that we don't actually need, so we can remove that. And before the countdown, another thing that we would like to add is the candidate requirements. So another text with background. And we add the part for the requirements. As you can see, you can also use emojis here to make it more fun in case this is your target group finds that attractive and makes it more interesting. So a lot of options. You can also make some part of the copy bold there. And as you might have noticed, so the theme color that we've set here is consistent throughout the landing pages, as you can see as well. And change the background picture to another picture of the universe and keep the overlay a little darker. Yep. Good. Now, let's move on to the countdown. So we have a little widget that counts down the time until the deadline of the job applications. So in order to set that, you click on Customize and you can choose the application deadline, the date, and also the time. So according to that, it'll start counting down the days and hours, minutes, and seconds. Right now, when it comes to language options, we only have it in English, Estonian, and Lithuanian. But everything else regarding language, you can write in whichever language you wish. Also, the title of that block can be edited. Now there's a little image block. Let's add an image here to this one as well, because the ocean doesn't really do the thing. Let's add something more mystical or psychic. And as you can see, it displays the image like that, doesn't really show much. So you can actually drag this block here to make it smaller or bigger, but as we can see, it's not showing the person on the image. So we go to Customize again and to position the photo in a way that we'll start seeing the hood and the back of the person. And the overlay is fine. So this is how we're going to keep it for now. And we move on to the next block, which is the employee quotes. So here again, it will automatically add you 2, but if you'd like to have more quotes, you can click on the plus sign and it will give you more of those blocks, or you can remove them. And as simple as that here as well. I don't have a picture of Paavo saved on computer, so I will add a link here that quickly appears. And as easy as that, again, all those text elements here are easily editable. So you can either copy paste or edit the text in the editor there. I'll add another one as well. It's good to add more employee quotes because they're directly speaking to the page visitor, and psychologically it has a better effect than a plain text. So we're going to add 2 here and move on to the forms. Or the application form section. Again, here you can change the title and choose the form. So the form that will be displayed here. I will show you 2 different types of application forms just to show you how they can be different and how these forms can be used. So this is a very simple one: full name, email, phone. They can upload their CV and agree with their with the GDPR guidelines, and it's as simple as that. Now you can also click on the X here and choose another one. So these are the forms that you have created previously in another section of Teamdash. Sorry, I chose the same one. Now the second option here is, let's say you are hiring for 2 different positions, but most of the information is the same. So instead of creating 2 different landing pages, you've created one landing page, has all the necessary information and information about 2 different positions. So the person can choose, when they're applying, they can choose which position they're applying for. And you have also created 2 different projects in Teamdash to manage those recruitment funnels. So the candidates can apply for both positions on through one form and through one landing page. And their information will then land in the correct project. So this is very customizable, very versatile, the form creation, and also how you can use the landing pages and forms and then tie them to different recruitment funnels. And we're getting to the end of the landing page. So the last one is recruitment contacts. Need more information. Yes, we would like to make this actually bold, just so that it would stand out a bit more. And we will add our co-founder Maria's information here and also her image. Do we have that previously uploaded? Nope. So we're going through the URL again. You copy the image address and you paste it here. Ta-da! Now, we do have text boxes for both the phone number and the email address, but maybe you don't want to share your phone number immediately or publicly. So what you can do is, again, just delete it and it will not appear. And also this phone icon will not appear. What I haven't showed you so far, if we look at the toolbar at the top again, we've got this preview toggle here. So when you toggle it on, it'll show you what the landing page looks like once published. And as you can see, once we have published it, the phone icon disappears as well because there is no phone number added. So we've reached the end of the landing page creation here, and we can just, we turned on the preview and we can take a look at it, what it looks like when published. Like that. And now let's make sure that all the candidates who are checking this, who will be checking this from their phones, also see a pretty nice page. Yes, nothing is off. Yep, this is good. Awesome. So we go back to the desktop view, make sure everything looks nice. And then we move on to publishing the page. So at the top right corner, we've got publish, and we've got this review box here. So first add the descriptive page name. So this is just for you on Teamdash. If you saw a list of the previously created landing pages before where I started, this is where you see this descriptive page name. So let's keep it to my job ad for now. However, what you need to pay attention to is the page meta title. So once we start sharing that link on social media, then this is what's going to be displayed. So this is very important to add the position name and also the page meta description, so the description. It's up to you what to add here. I recommend adding at least the call to action from the page here. And then also upload the preview image. That will also pop up if you paste this link to your social media. And you can create or generate the preview itself, but you can also choose upload an image. So let's just keep it like that for now and publish it. Yay! So now the page is live, it's published. You can copy this link and share it with your manager, with all the stakeholders, whoever need to take a look at that. And also this link you can share on social media. Now, when it comes to promoting the landing page and creating campaigns, one thing for you is it's very simple. I will show you later. 2 clicks, you can easily organically share it on LinkedIn and share it on Facebook. But this is organically. This will not reach very far. If you'd like to create a campaign, what you can do is ask for our help as well. So again, like I said in the beginning, all of the things, recruitment marketing included, you can do within Teamdash. So you can click on publish to external channels and you can order a social media campaign from us. So just fill in the necessary information, choose the project, and also choose the region where you'd like this landing page to be promoted, what's the budget, how long the campaign should last. And we will create all the visuals necessary for the campaign and start the campaign. So you don't need to do anything else. So this is it from the landing page creation tool. But now I will show you how to look at the statistics. So let's say you run a campaign and you'd like to see how it's performing. So again, now we're in the job ads landing page here, and you can see a list of your active landing pages. Actually, you can see all the landing pages here, and then the status just says whether it's active or not. Now, this is our job ad that we just published, the My Job ad. And here you can see the statistics. So the impressions, how many people have visited that landing page. We just published it, so no one's seen it before, seen it so far. And also submissions, so how many visitors actually applied for that position. But I will share with you a screenshot of actual statistics, so you can see how it displays once the campaign has been started and you've promoted your landing page. So what you can see is the source, so where the visitors have come from, for example, Facebook, LinkedIn. When it says direct, that means that we actually don't know, apart from the fact that they have just probably saved the link to that landing page earlier and then inserted it directly to the URL box and enter the page through that. Then we see the impressions, so the amount or the number of visitors, and then submissions. And that also will calculate the conversion rate, so the percentage of the visitors who applied. Here you can see the total conversion rate is 10%. We have another example where the conversion rate is 32%. This is really good. So as you can see, high performing landing pages and campaigns that work very well. Now let's go back to Teamdash. What else in this view is the actions. So if you have your landing pages here, you can go to the actions menu. And like I said before about the sharing the landing pages on social media. So this is really 2 clicks. You can share the landing page in LinkedIn and Facebook really easily. Here you can also archive the page or delete it. And now if you need to create another landing page for another position, you don't need to start from the scratch. You can save time, simply clone the existing landing page if most of the information is the same anyway when it comes to company introduction or the benefits. So what you can do is clone the existing landing page and then just change the parts that need to be changed. And if you want to go back into the editor as well, you can edit the page from there. Now, let's say you have this active. Let's go and check out the project view as well. So we've got a project for a talent whisperer. We go into the project. Now, this is the place where you can manage the whole recruitment process and the candidates. So everyone who applies through job boards or the landing page or through social media, their information will land here. And in order to check that is we click on these 3 dots and make sure that the form that we chose is example 1 is connected to this project. So this is all working. That's good. There are so many exciting tools and automation tools that we can use within this process that we will talk about in the next webinar. But for now, let's leave it here. This is in general just to give you an idea and to make sure that the forms are nicely connected with both the landing page and the project. So now, like I mentioned before, let's say you have several landing pages for your, several openings for your company, and you would like to create a career page. So essentially a page that introduces your company as an employer and also has all the available positions. So this is the careers page module. Now I will simply show you some examples of how this is done. So we look at Skyway's Technics. So they have a career page. They've got their company introduction here and main value proposition. And as you can see, they have careers in both Denmark and Hungary. So they have added 2 careers modules on that page. So the list of those landing pages that I showed you before, these will appear here, the ones that are active. So this is a very good way to display all the open positions in one place. So if a candidate has more qualifications or if there are open positions in different locations, they can take a look at those all at once and then land on a respective landing page. I'll show you another example here as well. This is in Estonian, but the language doesn't really matter. It's more about the structure here. They also have the introduction, a lot of benefits. They have different brands that they're operating. So they've got introductions of different brands here. So they've used all these different modules very well. Here, so there's a timeline, for example, so you can be creative. Doesn't have to be a value proposition or benefits. You can create your own timeline. A lot of employee quotes. They also have a video, and they've got a lot of open positions, so you can see all of them right here. And this is it. So I'll show you let's go back to the presentation again. I've got some frequently asked questions here as well, just to go through the questions that our clients have asked quite often. So how many landing pages can I create? As many as you like. We don't have a limit. So you can clone those pages or create them from scratch, as many as you'd like. Like I also said, you can create them in any language. And with social media campaigns, we can also help you. So if you order it after publishing the page, we will have all the necessary information. We will also create the visuals and run it for you, and you can just see it all happening and check the statistics and see the performance. Can I share the landing page with managers and clients? Yes. So once you have published it, you can share the link with anyone. It is out there, it is public. However, unless a person knows the link exactly, they can't really access it. So you don't have to worry about somebody accidentally finding that before you've shared the landing page with everyone. However, once you're in the editing phase and you haven't published it yet, then it is necessary to create a user or to create access to Teamdash for that person you want to share it with. If you have your own brand CVI that's a bit more complicated and you have very specific colors, there are several colors and different fonts, then we have this CSS module there where you can add the code to make sure that the page design follows your brand CVI. So we can do that for you, but at the same time, you can also work with your designer who can help you make sure that it all works. And do I have to create a new landing every time for a new position? Nope. You can simply edit or clone the existing landing pages, so you can copy essentially the ones that you have and just change the necessary information.